Hey everyone! Wait, are we ready?
Now we're ready.
Hey everyone, Dan and Kelly from Barn Sanctuary. We just wanted to introduce some alternative options this year for Thanksgiving, whether it's your first Thanksgiving going cruelty-free, or if you're trying to go to your family's house this year and need to bring an alternative for yourself or even for them to try. And so we picked a few options from the Whole Foods in our local area where we can do a turkey alternative and then a pumpkin pie that's plant-based too. So Kelly will go over some of these options we have here.
Yeah, so we picked these up, like Dan said, at the local Whole Foods, but you can usually find turkey alternatives in any sort of grocery store around all over the nation. And it's super easy to do. I think the main thing that we want to share with y'all is that this is a very easy thing to do. It doesn't have to be hard, and it can be fun because there's lots of different options nowadays. Like Gardein is a relatively, we buy other products from them and they're really delicious, but we haven't tried, I don't know that I've seen their turkey alternative.
This was our first time seeing it and we got quite excited.
So yeah, we were really excited about this one. We haven't tried it before, but we have tried the field roast options. They're super yummy. They have pineapple flavored mustard glaze
Which is really good. We actually just ate that the other night because we wanted to make sure it was halfway decent before we promoted it. And that reminds me that none of these products are sponsored. We just literally went to Whole Foods and bought everything we could find, so.
Yeah, like I said, our main goal is to just share with you how easy it is to do this. If you wanted to leave turkeys off of your plate and instead, try some new, more compassionate traditions this year, this would be a great way to start.
Yes, and if you want to be even more compassionate on the turkey side of things, you can sponsor one of our turkeys this year just on a one-time payment, and you can actually dedicate that as a gift to your family or to some friends. So on the other side of things are dessert, which is my absolutely favorite because I have a sweet tooth like no other, and pumpkin pie is literally my favorite pie ever. And so we were able to find a vegan recipe from the Minimalist Baker, and you can use what is it? Coconut oils and
almond milk. There's really easy ways to substitute the dairy products in pies and other whatever you want to make for Thanksgiving. There's always a substitute replacement, but for pumpkin pie you can use almond milk or coconut oil. But we recommend, we'll put in this article, we'll put a link to the Minimalist Baker recipe, but we also just encourage you to look for recipes online that fit your needs because there's a ton of them out there. So.
Also, the number one thing I really stink at when it comes to cooking pie, baking pie, is the crust, and they actually have a vegan, plant-based crust in the frozen aisle over at Whole Foods, so please check that out. It'll make your baking a lot easier this holiday season.
The other thing that I want to share is that in the rest of this article, you'll find a list of recipes that you can use to make delicious, hearty meals for this Thanksgiving. They're all vegan and they're all relatively easy to make, and they've all been recommended by our volunteer team, which is really exciting because we asked for their favorite recipes and they gave us a list of them. So we included all of those in the article as well. So be sure to check it out if you're looking to do something new this Thanksgiving, keep the turkeys in your mind and in your heart. That'd be a great way to do it.
Woohoo! So stay tuned for some finished food. So stay tuned for some roasted.
Delicious food. Stay
tuned for some delicious food. Can't be laughing at it. Oh, wrong floor.